John Cena, an $85 million empire. How in the world did that happen? Well, I can tell you, it wasn't just from wrestling. Today we're going to break down the three-part formula that took him from the ring to absolute Hollywood superstardom.
It's a great question, right? How did the guy famous for "you can't see me" build a financial empire that is literally impossible to ignore? This is a story about smart strategy, perfectly timed pivots, and some seriously powerful brand building.
Let's just start with that headline number, an estimated $85 million. A figure that big doesn't just happen by accident, it's the result of a master plan.
So how'd he do it? Well, his fortune really rests on three very distinct pillars. First, the WWE Foundation that made him a star in the first place. Then, a super clever Hollywood crossover. And finally, his transformation into a brand powerhouse.
Okay, first up, Pillar 1, the WWE Foundation. You gotta understand, everything Cena has today was built on the bedrock of his career inside that wrestling ring. This is where the brand was born. It all kicked off on June 27, 2002. A rookie John Cena steps up to the legend Kurt Angle and declares his arrival with just two words: ruthless aggression. That one single moment, that was the spark for everything that came after.
And man, what a career! He became the face of the company, a 17-time world champion, tying Ric Flair's historic record. And get this, even today, as a part-timer, his appearances still drive huge ratings and send merchandise flying off the shelves for WWE.
Even as a part-timer, his value is just immense. Reports show he still pulls in somewhere between $8 and $10 million a year from WWE alone, just from appearances and merch. That just goes to show you how powerful his brand became.
So you see, his WWE career was never just about winning titles. It was about building a globally recognized brand, a brand that would become the absolute perfect launchpad for his next big move.
Which brings us right to Pillar 2, his surprisingly successful jump to Hollywood, where he completely defied every single expectation.
You know, when Cena went to Hollywood, everyone expected him to just copy The Rock's action hero blueprint. But he did the exact opposite. Instead of being another muscle-bound hero, he used his incredible physique for comedy, and that subverted expectations and carved out this totally unique path that made him a real standout.
I mean, his breakout role in Trainwreck showed a completely different side of him. Then he followed that up with blockbusters like Bumblebee and F9, before he really cemented his star power with the hit series Peacemaker.
Speaking of Peacemaker, his salary for that show was a massive game changer. Cena reportedly earned $500,000 per episode. That's the kind of payday that puts you squarely on the Hollywood A-list, no question. And he's not just in front of the camera anymore, he's building an empire behind it. His production company, Flying Pegasus, is out there making deals with major streamers like Netflix and Amazon, adding executive producer credits and back-end deals to his growing list of income streams.
This brings us to our third and final pillar, the brand powerhouse. This is where he combines his wrestling fame and Hollywood stardom to become an absolute dream for advertisers. And here's where you can really see how all the pieces fit together. You've got the foundation from WWE, this explosive growth from Hollywood, and then this massive, super lucrative income stream from brand endorsements. They're all working in perfect synergy.
And the brands lining up to work with him are household names, right? We're talking Gillette, Subway, Fruity Pebbles, Honda. His face is everywhere because he has such a broad, universal appeal.
So what makes him so valuable to brands? Well, it's that squeaky clean, scandal-free image. He projects this positive, motivational message that appeals to kids and adults alike. For a company, that's pure gold.
And that value, it translates directly into cash. It's estimated that John Cena earns a minimum of $5 million a year just from his endorsements alone. That is a powerful and consistent revenue stream built entirely on his personal brand.
So let's bring it all together. This right here is the John Cena formula, a three-part strategy that turned wrestling stardom into a full-blown financial empire.
The blueprint is pretty simple but incredibly effective. First, build a powerful brand in your core field. Second, use that brand to diversify. But, and this is key, do it on your own terms. Don't just follow the leader. And finally, monetize the trustworthy public image you've carefully built over years.
Ultimately, though, the formula only works because of the man behind it. It's Cena's unique combination of talent, surprising versatility, and what has to be an absolutely insane work ethic that fueled his journey to an $85 million empire.
And that leaves us with one final, fascinating question to think about. He's conquered wrestling, Hollywood, and advertising. So what's the next evolution for Brand Cena? Where could he possibly go from here?